So welcome to another Bootstrap 3 tutorial. In this video we're creating this grid system which shows all of our articles. So in this case we've got 4 columns, although we can have 3 columns, 2 columns or 6 columns. We can do it however we want. We can have a column like this, which is 2 wide, and then we can have 2 separate ones where you have 3. We can have this however we want. And the cool thing about this is as I bring in my resolution, of course it's going to be responsive. As I bring in the resolution, you see it just resized there. And now it's going vertically because there's not enough space to give you 4 little sections here, so it's going vertically now. So now we can actually read it properly, and we have enough space. And then on mobile it also looks good there. So that is what we're going to be creating in this tutorial. So yeah, so I'm going to close that. In our code I'm using brackets now as my text editor, my IDE. I was using Notepad++, but I'm getting a bit bored of it, so I'm going to switch over to brackets now, which is good for HTML, CSS and JavaScript, but unfortunately that's its limits. You can't do PHP, you can't do ASP, you can't do anything else. You are stuck to HTML, CSS and JavaScript, which isn't a problem for a lot of people who are just doing client-sided stuff. But if you want to get into detail and do PHP and server-side stuff, it's not going to work for you. So I'm using brackets as an alternative to Sublime Text. As you can see, I've got the same theme as Sublime Text. The theme is called Monakai Dark Soda. So if you want to download that, go ahead. I got a themes extension. I can't remember what it was called. It was quite a long time ago. Installed themes. It's just called themes. So you just download that, and that gives you a bunch of themes. And I have Monakai Dark Soda. Play around with all of them. Decide which ones you want. So yeah. So for this grid system, not 960, this grid system, you want to place it underneath your Jumbotron container and above your navbar for your footer. So here we're going to create our div, and first we need to create a container which is going to store all of our stuff in and make sure it's responsive. And then we're going to have a div with a class equal to row. And to any Bootstrap 2 users, this is the same as row fluid. This is just going to be for our row, which is going to house our columns. So inside here we're going to have our columns. Oh, that's the thing I'm not used to about brackets yet still, is it automatically puts your /div in the end. So that's kind of annoying for me because I'm not used to it, but I'm trying to get used to it. So this div class is going to be col-md-3. And what this actually means is col, which is just a standard class, you don't need to worry about that, dash md. Now when we were resizing it, it was on when we were on a high resolution, so large, so LG, it was showing it horizontally, all of our little columns. When we were on medium, which is what we're on here, it shows it horizontally still. But when we go lower than this, being small, it shows it vertically. So this is basically setting the last time for it to be horizontal. So if this was LG, then it will show up only in large in horizontal. When you go down to medium, it wouldn't be. If this was SM, then it was showing large, medium, and small, and then anything lower than that, it would just not show horizontally, it would show vertically. So for this we're going to use MD as it still fits and it's still clearly readable when we're on a medium device. Now inside here we can actually put our content. You can put any HTML content you want, such as a link or a heading or a paragraph text or a picture or buttons, whatever. So here I pasted in a heading tag, a heading 3, followed by a normal link, followed by just a link text, closing the link and closing the H3. So now if I save this, brackets has this cool feature where I can go file and then live preview. And what this does is it opens up a Chrome browser. This is like a special version of Chrome. And as you can see here, our grid is working, and we'll create some more in a sec. But watch this. If I put this over to my side, and I just add some text here, you see it just edited itself straight away there. So I can save this again, and bam, it's gone. I didn't refresh or anything, it's got live preview. So that's a really cool feature that I like. So yeah, it's much easier than having to go save and then refresh, and then if Chrome's not open, then open it, and it's just a big pain. So now I'm going to add more data to this column. So I'm going to add a paragraph text now, which again I'm going to copy and paste. This is just something I stole from the Lorem Ipsum site. What normal people would do is they'd actually generate some Lorem Ipsum code, whereas I just copy and paste the about section of Lorem Ipsum. And then, so that's just in paragraph tags, closing one at the end. And then I'm just going to copy over a link button. This is ahref equals hash, so just linking to nowhere. Class is equal to btn, so giving it the button behavior, and then btn-default, which gives it the color styles. So you can use btn-primary, btn-danger, btn-info, whatever. And then read more as the text for it, and then close off the a tag. So close off the link. Now if I bring this over here, you can see, you can see we've got the text, the title up here, we've got the paragraph, and we've got the read more text. And as I bring this in, so you see it collapses itself, and then it goes into vertical. So now it's time to add more content to this. So you can do that by just copying this, pasting it 4 times, or just paste it 3 times, make sure there's 4 sections. One last thing, I forgot to explain what this 3 does here. Basically, imagine a 12 grids, so 12 boxes horizontal. So that is how Bootstrap works. So you can fill up those spaces in this box. So for this example, we're going to use 3 of those spaces, so 3 of those like squares in this grid. So we're going to use 3 of them up. So now we've got 9 left. So we have 9 left to work with. We're going to use another 3 in the next 3 boxes, and we're going to use that. We could, if we wanted to, use 1 here. So we're going to use 3 boxes here, 3 boxes here, 1 box here, and then more boxes over here. But we're going to be using 3, and then 3 over here. These cannot total more than 12 in one row. If you do, it just doesn't work. Don't even bother trying it. We could also have 6 sections of 2, or 12 sections of 1, which just wouldn't look good. Or we can have 2 sections of 6, 3 sections of 4, however you want to do it. As long as it adds up to 12, you'll be good. So now if we save that, and you can see here, we've got our grid. I'm going to refresh because of this box that it puts around here. And you see it's all looking really nice now. And put it like this. You see it's resized, it's now smaller. And then it's even smaller now in vertical. So this here is our large display. This here is medium, so it's still going horizontal. And then this here is small. So it's going vertical. And then this is extra small. So that's about it to the fluid grid system. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it useful, make sure you comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.